Aditi is for me and what I've seen, is a disciplined intuitive who guides people along their sacral journey, because you do a lot of sacral movements and unlocking their true selves.
Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum, and so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Do you hear what I'm saying? So let us check our spiritual voicemail and see what's what. Shall we? Do let's. Here we go. All right, let's see what we're working with today. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Star. All right, well, oh, look how that turns out. Oh, that's nice. It's a nice little guide. How does it look on screen? Oh, that's pretty. That is very pretty. I think we're going to keep that. I keep that one. Scoot you over just a bit so that you are completely on there. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So, main focus is blooming where you are planted. Bloom where you are planted. Okay, we've got the Queen of Pentacles here, Page of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay, so this is about, like growth and making good use of your resources. Also learning new information about what moves you, right? It's not about learning something new in the academic sense with this one. That one I would attribute more to the Page of Swords, but with the Page of Wands, it's about that inner fire, yeah? And learning more about your inner fire. Seven of Pentacles is looking at the results of what you have done previously. What has actually shown through the test of time. And then the Star, the big healer. The big healer. There are some pentacles. Like, look, okay, so you've got this lovely tree, right? And you've got 6 pentacles on top, and then you've got that one down at the bottom. But the thing is, this one that's like down at the root, it's giving all kinds of fruit. Not all of the fruit is actually going to be, consumed. Hell, not all the fruit is actually gonna grow fully. There are some that have to go back to the earth. There's some that has to go back into society. There are some that, it's just, it is what it is. But it's about looking and seeing what works, and also looking and seeing what hasn't worked, and then adjusting yourself accordingly. Also, Star, healing. There's illumination here. There's this peace, right? And also this exalted point of view, so that you can see all of this that you are working through, right? Empress, Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, all this stuff that you're working through. Actual creation personified with the Empress, right? There's so much that you have to give. There's so much that you want to produce for the whole. This is not producing for you. This is producing for the whole, right? And you've been working on how you want to do that with the Seven of Pentacles. You've been trying different things to get your voice out there. Hey, received. You're doing things to get your voice out there, right? Following that inner fire that you have within you. And sometimes that fire is so small no one can see it but you, but that's okay. That's all right. You know, the Empress doesn't need that external validation. I mean, she gets it because, you know, she's the Empress. And so there will always be people that are fans of the Empress, but she doesn't need it because she validates herself. And because she is choosing to validate herself, and you're choosing to validate yourself, and then you're coming into this new timeline, one where you're on top, one where you win. Hallelujah, Jesus, right? Because you've been working on this for so long. Eight of Pentacles. You've been honing this for a minute, right? And it gets hard sometimes. I'm gonna take a little time, just some time to think things over. With the Ten of Swords, you're almost done with this part. You'll have to go back and, you know, do some other things because, you know, scientific process, but you're almost done contemplating this part of the journey. High Priestess, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Page of Swords. We were just talking about the Page of Swords, right? Here they come. All right. So, High Priestess, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Yes, you don't need that external validation, right? Because you got the nod from Source, and you're also getting your messages directly to Source. Like, hey man, you ain't even gotta, all this extra shit that's going on outside of you, don't even worry about it right now, because you and I, we talking. We got stuff to do. So you can set your heart at ease with the King of Cups. Yes, it's a lot, but you can be at peace even with the extra amount of emotion that you are dealing with. Please be at ease, because there's some new things to love coming in. Some new stuff to love, and also some new academic pursuits for you with the Page of Swords. Academic pursuits, huh? All right. Okay. Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. So we talked about that with the last reading. And the Queen of Swords. Intellectual pursuits. Looks like we are combining. We are combining the head and the heart. Page of Cups. Head, heart, and hands. Actually, head, heart, and hands. Come on, Cyclones. Okay. So, Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. This pursuit, this new intellectual pursuit, It's actually making your heart happy, which is nice, which is really nice. And it's also showing you how to solidify where you are with the Three of Pentacles. Seriously, yeah. Because this is the time of expansion. You're collaborating with people who want the same thing that you do. And in addition to that, they're not trying to take from you, and they're not trying to hurt you while you are collaborating, right? Because with this Nine of Wands here, you've done that before. You have been a part of a group project or two where your work was stolen. That's not what this group is over here at all. And with the Queen of Swords, even if someone tried it, you'd see it and you'd head it off at the pass. You're not playing that shit anymore. You can't just come in and let people just come in and take from you just because you got it. No, we're not doing that anymore. Get someone else to do it. But yeah, the Queen of Swords is very, and she's not always that, you know, only when she's in reverse is she always that. But here it's just, inspect a deck. Queen of Swords. Inspect a deck. See you sit there and know you lying. And he'll take you to court after that because he's the inspector. Alright. Tower. The Emperor. Nice, nice. The Four of Swords. Really nice. And the Three of Swords. Change is inevitable. Towers are inevitable. I say it all the time. Towers are built up like this. Okay. First things last. Because normally I don't go into the guidebooks unless it's my Oracle deck, especially the Earthy Oracle deck, because that sucker's heavy. But this one, because this is the Folklore Tarot, each picture here has, I mean, of course they fall in line with everything, but they're they all come from folk tales from around the world. So with the Tower is being represented by Baba Yaga. The forest witch Baba Yaga is one of the most prominent features in Slavic folklore. No one knows where they may encounter her since her hut travels through the woods on giant chicken legs. She's an interesting figure in that she's not always portrayed as good or evil, but is morally ambiguous and unpredictable. Coming across her hut represents a major shift in the hero's journey, for better or for worse. Baba Yaga is just as likely to help you in your quest as she is to try and eat you for dinner. The Tower is a sign of sudden change and upheaval, of potential danger, but also potential reward. So brace yourself, okay? Whatever's going to happen, it's going to be significant, okay? There's no getting around that. Significant change. The Emperor, who does not like change, especially when it's significant, he's not a fan of that. But he's here. And he is here to give you something to hang on to in an otherwise unstable time. Because shit's about to get really real, especially with the Tower here. Four of Swords. Even though it feels like everything has to happen right now, right now, right now, right now, you still have time to get your thoughts together. Four of Swords. You will have time to rest. And also with the Three of Swords, to ponder what you've lost in this tower, right? What you've lost as you've moved up to Emperor and Empress status. You have time to really digest and work through all of those things in your headspace. Okay? Next up, Chariot, Two of Swords, Five of Cups, and Ten of Pentacles. See? Told you. Told you. You got time. It's going to be okay. Towers are sudden, but it's not always the end of the world. You have to make a decision to get the fuck up and get the hell out. The Chariot, you might not want to. Damn, I just got here. Yeah, I know. But you were supposed to be here for this period of time. I know what you planned, but that's not what Spirit say. And with the Five of Cups, can't keep looking back all the time. Like, you only look back because it's what you know. And we're only afraid of the future because we don't know what's in front of us. And when we don't know, we can't control. But the thing is, at one point, the past was the future too, and you didn't know that that was going to go down the way that it did. So why are we looking back on what we've seen with this overly romanticized view? You know, sometimes we wind up telling these stories to ourselves and we wind up changing it completely, or completely missing the mark of what actually happened. Hear it all the time. You know, siblings will get together and commiserate about how they were raised, and, you know, share stories of, man, mom used to beat my ass, and da-da-da-da-da, and now it's just kind of like, dude, that's not, it's not a flex. It's not awesome. That's not cool. You know, and that's how we find ourselves changing how we do things, because stuff that used to be acceptable, normal, right, is not, right? So when you look at this, you're looking at the Five of Cups and kind of like looking back on what was, just remember that you still have new life in front of you. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles here. If you are worried about finances, and a lot of us are, especially if we live in the United States, a lot of things that we have leaned on and depended on as stable are not doing, they're not being that, right? But this Ten of Pentacles says that not only are you going to be great, but generations after you are going to be fine. Generation after them are going to be fine. Like, you're gonna be okay. More than okay. Also, with this new line of thought, wasn't a Page of Pentacles down here? It's the Seven of Pentacles. No, it was Page of Wands and Page of Swords. That's what it was. Yeah. Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. The Page of Pentacles has not come up yet. Yeah, okay. So, at any rate, with the Ten of Pentacles, you're going to be okay. You don't have to keep looking back on that one time when you had $1. Okay? There's more dollars where that came from. Knight of Cups. Ooh, Death. Beautiful. The Hangman. Now you're talking. And the Queen of Wands. Get out of town. Get out of town. I know you see this. I know you see this. Fire, water, air, earth. Just with the color scheme. When these forces combine. But anyway, so you've got the Knight of Cups, right? Very Pepe Le Pew energy. This is love for love's sake, right? Seeing the world through rose-colored glasses and, you know, believing the best, but believing in the best in everyone is Knight of Cups energy. And when things get out of control, personally, this is my default. I want to see the best in everybody. I want to, you know, show grace and say, you know, I'm not the only one that is worried about X, Y, and Z, right? There are other people who are worried about it too, and I don't want to add to their stress. Pie in the sky. Pie in the sky kind of thinking. Now, say what you want. It keeps me from screaming in the middle of the street. But anyway, Knight of Cups. Oh no, is it time? It is. All right. Knight of Cups. Pie in the sky. Death. Change. And scene. And scene. It could be the end of this. You could be seeing people for exactly who they are and no longer giving grace, especially when the transgressions are direct, you know. You with the Hangman here, understanding that the Hangman is like, okay, look, I brought myself here. I made these choices. I made these moves. Here I am. Let's receive it. Okay? Let's just do it. And like even in order, the Hangman is right before Death, because Hangman is 12 and Death is 13, right? So there's Judgment, then Hangman, and then Death. The Hangman does not resent being in the position that he is in. The Hangman has this resolve about him, and then there's the release to things that are bigger than him, allowing Death to come in and do her beautiful magic, right? So this letting these things go, letting this Knight of Cups energy, releasing that to come into the Queen of Wands energy and just be like, listen, I know what you said. I know what you did. I don't like it. You make heads or tails of that shit, but I'm going to move how I need to, because we all know what's out here. Instead of just, oh, well, they didn't mean, and da-da-da-da-da. The Queen of Wands is not worried about what somebody means. Okay? She is a woman of action. She is fire. She is passion. She is action. Okay? She's not trying to do, you know, the inference and trying to understand the backstory behind the stuff and all that. No, that's the Queen of Cups' job. That's what she does. Queen of Wands don't do that. That ain't her. So, yeah, you are becoming a brand new creature. A brand new creature. And you know what? I am here for it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Well, thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. I will see you next time. Bye now.